Okay. Now,
Yep.
again, yeah, please tell me the screen.
Okay. Yep. August should be here in a minute.
August, not August.
I mean, August. Yeah.
August.
It took me a long time to learn not to say it the wrong way. Yeah.
Okay, I got the permission now. So let's share it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Yes,
we
you're
are.
here.
Okay, so I will continue right now.
So we just want to explain. I just want to explain to you, what you're saying is because the system is so smart, it's capable of linking the accounting system to the POS, and so all these questions here. It's kind of you. So is that what you're saying? Because then that's why you're asking about accountants.
Yes.
Okay. We do not need this. So we are going to have two separate systems. So the accountants will because we already use a consultant. So all the information will go to consultant. It will not from the POS system. What we want to see from the POS system are the reports that generates for us only. So for the three of us and for our even the shareholders will have to ask us to show them the reports. So this is actually for internal use only. We want to compare the sales. We want to look at which outlet is doing how much and which outlet is doing better or worse. We want to be able to compare between us of all outlets. So this is what the reports we're talking about. The balance sheets, that's actually for us to see. But the accounting system is a different one. We don't need to link them to.
Actually, you are right because if you don't have a content and you don't want to focus on that into the system, it is okay because it will be
not at the moment anyway.
Yes, it will automatically do, but you just give it, then how to check it. It is okay.
Yes.
Because just
so in the future, if we actually hired a accountant position within our company, and we would like to start using this function, would you still be able to train the accountant to do this down the track?
Actually, we still provide in case based on our service only because actually it is part of our system, our software. So we will just only check how we will implement the training. So it just according to how the service is charged only. Not it will be. I can say it simply. It will be able to conduct training.
So So what you're saying is you will provide the training later when we have an accountant.
We can provide the training later, but it according to the situation whether the setting will charge for the extra implementation service or just simply give it for free because we just check the condition at the time as well. But
right.
Anyway,
okay.
It's just a training service only, not just to buy more things.
Okay.
Right, I see what you mean. Okay, so but it is possible. Okay.
Yes, and the software is capable for like accounting work in also, even though at the first time. So to work on it or not, it's just your decision and to work on it.
Okay, so you do support this down the track. When we hire someone, if we decide our business is going so well and we're hiring an accountant ourselves, We will talk to you about linking this system. So it's not gonna be also training. It's gonna be another setup, isn't it?
Not another setup because it's already capable and the function is existing.
Okay.
Already.
It's already, so you don't have to add another function. You don't need to, do system setup. You can just
no need to do more setup because it already existed. But to know how to use it, just something of training and maybe some service like check for the training, maybe just only like that. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Please continue.
Yes. Inside here, so now I think I will easier to explain you because I get to already know some scope of you already. So at this time, you try not to make it related to accounting, but simply just can see report. So I will not very detailed for that during the training with my team during the training or so explain more detail because it will be irrelevant to your staff.
Sure.
Yes. But just for example, because maybe you don't have to check it again, but just for example, how our point of sale will be connected with the accounting and how you can check the performance of the sale between outlet or store. As I know for the ability, you may open more than more than 2 in another year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in here, yes. First, I would like to explain a little bit because when you see how it's connected, it's just how it inputted automatically. Example, you just make a sale receipt at the outlet, so the system in the back end will have this record in accounting. So what kind of case you receive, it count as revenue and it have cost goods sold and deduction on the inventory or something that related to the main ingredient or something you sold. So this is how our system record detailed accounting work in our system internally. But no worry, you don't have to check this and how to understand this much detail. You just simply check the P&L, profit and loss, and balance it. Just briefly, it's okay. And for related to point of sale, Mr. Gavin, you can see my select on the permission and discount price update, right?
Yep.
In this, I also need your confirm letter because you have to confirm, something like to design the role. Sometimes some F&B restaurant, they provide the ability to provide the discount to the cashier, but some not to the cashier, but just outlet manager. Also the price update as well. So here it related to our POS permission for each user that you can just design. I think you should design just simply in the file Excel or something, what role and what they can do for the user.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
During before we can conduct training, you can spend the time to just simply design it for your own business, and you can send us to have verified it in the beginning. Maybe you cannot guarantee that what you decide in the design for the role is properly set in our system, so we can have you verify at the beginning. So.
Okay.
Mr. Gavin, Soknim will verify and will check with you about this later after meeting.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, but we need to actually first define who the users are.
Okay.
Right.
First,
we need to know who the users are.
User role. Then you can set the authorization for each role. Example like cashier. We have a role like cashier, like outlet manager or general manager. So like for a cashier, it's not yet referred to any specific username, but it is user role. It means that the role can be applied with many users. So we don't have to treat any cashier with different authorization, right? We just
Yes.
think all cashier have the same authorization. They do
Sure.
all the same.
Yes.
It is what we want to do. So
Yeah.
in system is the same. We set up role and then we define the role to any user that appropriate. Then when we apply any authorization to the role, all users that have that role will have the same permission. Example, you have 24 outlets in Cambodia, and it means you have 24 outlet manager or something like 24 cashier. It's just example. Have 24 cashier. You don't have to set every cashier for the same permission, but just simply set the role for cashier and it apply for user that use that role. So it's not
understood.
Yes. Okay, so that's why I would like to ask you to have prepare for some specific role. Example like cashier, example like outlet manager, example like
it's very simple. It's very simple. Like, I can give you that right now. It's not that complex.
Like logistic, like other stakeholder control logistic, and those who can see some report, and that need your decision more detailed. Yes.
Okay. Sure. Okay, I will give that to you. The user role.
Not only just POS, but also back office, Galvin, in here.
Yes. So you want me to give you a list of the roles, but also the authorizations, what they are allowed to see, what their function, the role allowed to do. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Pause and back in. Yeah.
Yes, you don't have to specify the name, just the role name is only.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will simply skip this main thing, but I just explain a bit simple for accounting. So in case you don't have accounting, but hey, sometimes you have to input the expense. So we don't also need the accountant to work. You can define someone in here to work just post simple expense for your business in the system. Maybe you just.
Can you explain what post? Yeah. What does that mean? Post simple expense.
Like input or data entry. That means simple expense example like you have some delivery cost on something that is extra or something you require, or something like renting or something.
So it's okay. So it's the items. Okay, it's the items, the line items. Okay, right.
Those are categorized as expense that you simply have to pay sometimes occasionally. You can just simply input in the system, maybe by your own or your staff that you design for. It means that for some expense, as I heard, you have to submit for the income report. You have to submit for the expense report for the consultant. So I don't think you have to input the expense in another separate Excel file or system. Just one place is okay. So you can print the expense report from our system. Income report may be okay if you don't have to adjust anything. Or if in case you want to adjust anything, you can export into Excel file. You can edit something like header or something, formatting. Yes. So it is the main basic that is simply related to accounting. So for this case, I will not explain because it will deeper into specialized with the accountant job. So it will take more time, but not so relevant. So I will not explain.
So the most important for us to think about in terms of setting up a system is this input expense, all the things that we will be using, but this can be added and in the future, right? So if we missed something when we initially set up, we can always go back to the back end and add more.
I can say we can add more and can start. Anyway, to start accounting, maybe you have to do many things because professional accountant will require some specific condition and to do something on the system. we are capable, but the change is different.
Mm.
I want to compare for the situation between how if we implement at the beginning and the situation if we implement the accounting at the middle of the
Yeah,
time.
in the
Because,
future, in the
yes.
future we have income. I just think about the content because right now we just expense no income, so we
Yes.
don't have profit and loss.
Yeah.
Only loss.
We normally, if we start everything at the beginning, it seems to be a bit hard, but everything is begin together. Anyway,
If we start, we must think
uh,
about accounting.
it will be require some time and implementation to update and change for our work.
I know.
However, system is capable, but we also require to do something as well. And for the sale report, it also can be seen as income report in our system. Simply, we can see sale report.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
it will be more relevant to us, the sales report.
Yes.
Similar income, yeah.
Yes. What I said is similar because in sale report it may have something like discount or something, but in the income report it will be less than that. Okay. Now I can say it's all for what I want to clarify for the business flow in Cambodia, and also get from some flow from India from headquarters. So I can say it very important. Now I would like to move to another agenda. It will be end soon because next agenda is short. Wait a minute, let me open the agenda. Agenda, meeting agenda.
Are we there another meeting for the detail?
Detail?
I mean, there are another meeting for the detail for the
In case,
operation.
yes, in case we cannot really get what we really need and we have more questions, we will go directly to specific person rather than all.
Oh.
In case we want to know more detail much about logistics, we may suggest to individually meet with Inda. But in case we want to know more related to operation in Cambodia, I don't think Inda or August will have to join.
Sure.
Okay.
We are. I'm adding you, so that's why you know in the group chat you can also send direct message to the individual person.
Yes. Okay. So now I would like to introduce a system with our URL that we will send to you a letter after meeting. Wait. Now, did you see me on the browser and with the something like system and dashboard? You see this?
Yes.
I see a chart, comparison revenue and expense from blah 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 to blah blah blah.
What
Yes.
year?
Mr. August. Okay.
Yes.
In that you see it, right?
Yes.
Dashboard.
Yes.
Okay. Simply, our system, it called what you are seeing now. It is back office, back end system. So back office, back end system, will not use for the POS like POS point of sale. It can be used anywhere. So after the meeting, you can get the URL system and to try at your computer. Yes.
We just need to go to the URL and then the password and the login.
Besides Gavin, Inda or August, have you ever checked it or seen it before?
Yes.
You have seen it before, like presentation from our sales team, right?
Yeah, I know.
They have not. I
Oh,
have.
no. Sorry, for presentation.
Only Gavin, right?
Yes, only Kevin.
Okay, so now maybe it is similar for what Gavin have seen, but for August and Inda, I would like to briefly present maybe 15 minutes on this.
Okay.
And you may have check easier than if you don't do it. Okay, so what we have mentioned is product that what we said at the moment. We have asking you question, how many ingredient, how what you want to control something. It is related to what we have in our functional. Because in here we need input like something like product, unit measurement. Mostly it like many familiar accounting software, I can say, but it just at different location or something, and maybe some different term only. In case all of you have experience with those familiar accounting software, for our system will be not that difficult. So to input product or simply, you can just simply set up product in here. Food item, ingredient can set up in here. And we have a multiple type of product that you can see. And each product we will explain detail in the training. And for the setup item in here, it will affect it to what the item in the point of sale. So you want to update price, you want to change the food menu, you want to update something info related to food, you can update from back end. And for many outlets that connected to our back end, it will be updated to the later information you just update. And also in here, we also control the category of the product. It refers to what the product will be controlled, especially it will define. It will be very useful to have clearly defined the product category in here because it will benefit in reporting. Example, you want to see the performance of the product, like popular item that you have been sold for a semester or annually, you can also define by category or the specific item. So if you will define category, you will get more richful analytical way to do in the report. But our system will provide filter and group by in the report based on category mostly in the sales report. So also in the purchase, like maybe Inda want to know what kind of category that we have already purchased in this semester or in this month in Cambodia locally. So you can also go and check the purchase report based on the category. So the decision to put the category properly should be made by not only just Gavin, but also I would prefer Inda to involve to check if you have a specific category of product that you require to discuss with your team before you define in the system.
Sorry,
because
I missed this. So when you say, sorry, I was dealing with something else. When you say category, you're talking about like say food ingredient or seasoning or plastic product. Is it what you're talking about the category?
Yes, maybe like that. Example, like I can put the example here. Category in here. Example, you provide a chicken meat for your snack. Example, chicken, it has different parts like wing or drumstick, something or a breast. So chicken, you can consider it as a meat category.
Yeah. Okay.
As meat, or you can consider it as chicken or meat, or maybe you have different thing like for plastic product, it may have something like straw or cup. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Got it.
So one more information, detail for how to set up product, it will detail for the training. So I just, in case I just remind, because it is important for reporting. Okay, so in here we can provide also to set up, example, like in any occasion, like we have membership or promotion, we can set up in here, back end as well. And I would like to skip into POS, point of sale. Example, outlet manager. We provide only outlet manager to edit the receipt, not or delete the receipt, but not allow the cashier. So the outlet manager need to have permission to get into this function in the back end, so they can search for the receipt to edit or delete.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So it related to point of sale, but I wanted to make it quick because it is just a simple main point for management and detail we conduct in the training. For vendor, mostly related to what Inda want to see, right? For purchase, in here it have vendor type setup and purchase order and purchase return also include in vendor payment. So we in vendor payment, it will be capable for in case your local supplier allow you to purchase on credit, you can pay them later. It will be useful in here. But if not, it is not really necessary because you can pay fully on the purchase.
Okay.
Yes. This is just main functional related to account. I don't explain much, but just for expense, because we allow you to set up type of expense. Example in here, we have example like personal expense, uncategorized expense, something you provide some snack for your staff or something small party. You can create type in here, so you don't have to input those things again and again. Just choose it. Example like we simply post an expense. You just go to this functional and just set up it. Click new. So in here we require to choose for expense type. Yes, what type you want to choose and put the reference number. You have specific amount. Actually, we have payment method. Payment method will be associated with the POS as well, because I don't think you accept only cash, right?
Tom, can I give you a suggestion? These, we are going to go through these at the training anyway, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So can we actually keep it for now? We wait for the training because I'm just looking at the time. It's being it's almost 11 o'clock and we are almost out of time again. So and I have a couple of other meetings that have to go today. So if we're going to, this is actually more about the details of the systems and what we can do. And if we're going to go through this in details in the training, we probably don't need it right now.
Okay, good in mind. So I will go a bit more faster.
And Jen?
Okay, I will not detail much on this, just to show what we have mainly. So August and Inda, you can also check it later, what the sales report and the purchasing and financial report. Actually, you can also input the data yourself for testing. It allows to all of you to input. No need to concern. We can clear it later.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Inda or August, you want to have something?
No.
No, I think not. Not yet. But later.
Okay, and also our 10 minutes up, our 40 minutes up again.
Okay. Thanks for reminding.
So I will send one more time.
And then username and password, and just log in and try it.
Okay.
So you'll share with us now in the group chat.
Today, maybe today. And I hope you all of you testing it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can see.
Yeah. Should I send the invite again because we're running out of time again?
Okay. I think the last agenda is the last meeting as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Be right back. Right, welcome back.
Welcome back.
And according to agenda, it is our last Zoom meeting.
Thanks God.
Yes, so we can start now, right?
No, because we weren't expect a long meeting. I thought 1 hour. I had to cancel. I had to push back my other meeting.
Okay. So now the last agenda, Suknim will briefly confirm on something related to document that we require and some information to confirm related to timeline. So Suknim?
Can you provide share screen to me, Mr. Gavin?
I think
Yes.
that it is already authorized.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But, okay. Our next agenda is about the document collection and project timeline preparation. Okay. This document I have sample for you. Example, we have Excel list for you to input the data.
Okay.
And I will show you here.
Sure.
But I will share screen. Okay. Share screen.
File Excel ហ្នឹងសុកនិមអាចឲ្យគាត់មើលពេលក្រោយបានណា
Okay.
សុកនិមអាចឲ្យគាត់មើលពេលក្រោយបាន file Excel ហ្នឹងព្រោះយើងឧស្សាហ៍អត់គិតថាវាងាយស្រួលបង្ហាញហ្នឹងឯង
Okay, for file Excel, I will send you next, and one more, I will reserve the print receipt. Do you have any print form before?
No, I don't have anything.
Yes. Now, you see our screen on receipt form.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can.
Yes. Okay. This is our sample. It has many sample in here, and you can select one. I will send this document to you for select.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have a question about the receipt.
Yes.
If I want any detail to be input, is it possible? I mean, like, for example, you buy chicken and then I ask, okay, do you want an extra chili or do you want no chili? Can we put that on the receipt as well?
So we can remind the cook or the chef what's this
okay.
order. We want more chili.
Because we will have the double receipt, right? One for cashier, one for customer, and one for kitchen, right?
Kitchen.
Yes, it will. If we have connect to printer to kitchen or printer only receipt, we will have the memo when the cashier order. It will can input the memo for the chef.
Okay, so all the detail can be inputted, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and it doesn't show here, but it only show for the chef to prepare
No. I want customer also get the detail. For example, if they order okay, for example, they order one chicken without chili, then I want it to be included in the receipt. One chicken price, and then on the next line will be size no chili, like that.
Yeah.
Can it be included?
Yes, we can show here, but it will drop down on the item.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can check if you choose one among us this receipt sample, you can drop me later. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna just make sure you give me the file so we can choose.
Yeah. I will send to group after meeting.
Ba.
Okay.
Then after this, we will have the purchase order printing form. I will open it. Okay, this one for sample, you see it. Yes, this
Okay.
is sample for purchase order from the full system, and it is sold for item bill order. Yes, quality and this amount on the below for the signature of any user will approve, prepare, and verify.
Okay.
So what is this one for?
Yes.
Because we already have purchase order. Our company already have purchase order. So what is
Yes.
this one for?
If you already have this printing form, you can send us to design, and when you create the purchase order, you can print out or send a PDF to your vendor or supplier.
I'm a little bit confused.
Okay.
So
But
purchase.
if I don't want to use your PO system, is still okay, right?
Yes.
It's also okay, right?
Yes, also okay.
Okay.
Not to use the PO system.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have our own system. So I know we purchased the professional package, but we're not that professional yet. But in the future, it will. In the future,
Okay.
it will.
I will considering about your purchase
Yes.
order system.
Yes.
But yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Okay.
Yes, let's
Let's
continue.
decide about it.
The last one is about the project timeline. We will prepare for the milestone in step. Yes,
Okay.
we will prepare like this. Example, the start date and the deadline of the system. Yes, you can see, and we also conduct example the training. We will start. Yes, and on December.
Yeah.
For the detail, but the real that I will ask for detail from Mr. Gavin.
Sure.
When we can
we will
start the
confirm.
training.
How long the training will be?
Okay, will be long 3 sessions and 1 session maybe 2 hours.
Okay. So it does not have to be all in one day, right?
Yes, and not in one day because we need you or your staff to test it.
Yeah, we will all die.
One more question. When do we need to give you all the information detail, and how long you need time to do all the system and everything before the training?
Yes, maybe the system setup requirement. Maybe I need before the training that maybe around 24 or 25.
Okay, so
November.
before 24th, that's next week. That's next Tuesday.
Yes. Okay. And then after the training, we also have a day for you to start testing system before the operation live system. Yes.
Okay.
We just
that-
put the draft here.
Okay, so the 5th of December, that is the API with Eon. Is that correct?
Yes. Now that's correct. We are on processing it with SPI now.
Eden Garden, no need for API.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
No one
So,
for API.
I would like to confirm this one. The grand opening on 12 or
Okay.
before
Little
this.
information about the opening. Due to COVID, and so I think we will be a little bit delayed for the opening. That's for your information. But actually, we will need the training and everything still on schedule. That will be good. So our staff
We will
can
still
train
follow your schedule. Yeah.
Okay, so this project timeline I will prepare and then send you to confirm again.
Okay.
So
Sure.
this is only draft project timeline.
Yes. Okay.
And another document I will ask you for detail. Example, logo and shop address and shop number phone for the store.
Okay.
For customer contact your shop.
Yeah, the customer service. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all for me. This one. And if you have any question on our process.
No. Yeah, we just need to get you the stuff. So just after the meeting today, please, I've already created a group. So if you give me all the numbers, I will add the 3 of you from your team, and then give me all the documents, and we'll get that back to you.
Okay.
Okay. Sọc nếm agenda thôi sọc nếm ở hai thể. Okay. អញ្ចឹងបងចាប់ផ្ដើមវិញណា
Yes.
Hello everybody.
Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think all agenda I have mentioned at the beginning, and now we totally discuss and we totally show it, and we get more result than I expected. Today meeting, sorry for inconvenience to connect many times, and it take a bit long time.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Yes, but actually, I think we will get used to because we will have another meeting.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. To recap, I would like to confirm that yes, I would like to have a 1 minute recap for you before we end the meeting.
Sure.
So I would like to share my screen. Yeah, so it is a small recap for today. So first, we talk about the stakeholder. I would like to confirm the management stakeholder will be not get involved for all training, like those stakeholder who will engage real operation. But we will recap and summary for report training of one section for the management separately. And for the back end and for the POS, we will not train for the management because we only train for the cashier and the store manager only. Yes, and our system would like to confirm the scope that we will not yet include for the back end training in accounting. We will not include in the training, but just simple basic like input expense only. And for the accounting. We recognize that you have to submit those data for your accountant, and so we don't provide any information and we don't relate it to them. So it is a responsibility for Shihlin Cambodia work with your accountant, your consultant. Yes.
Yeah.
To confirm on this as well, our demo system will be sent to you during this week because we have to do some check today. In case we have done checking, we will send you as soon as possible. And you can, I hope all of you have conduct testing as much as possible as well.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, and for the last one, for some document required and decision making to follow up from you, Soknim will handle it and have summary for you to know whether what point we have already confirmed that we need a decision from you, or what point we need to get some information from you. So we will send a summary for this by Soknim during this week as well. And for the timeline, lastly, we focus on our milestone. So every project have a timeline and deadline. So the deadline is what we estimated based on the information milestone we get. For both from Shihlin Cambodia, example like opening date, something like a training date, available training date, and also related to our internal staff because there is something that related to API to update as well. So and also related to my team, related to document to adjust and update inside system. So our timeline. That line will be estimated based on this, and the timeline. I hope it will be need to check. Mr. Gavin or Ugas and Inda also can ask us to follow up how it is according to the timeline milestone.
Sure.
Because in every milestone we try to simplify it easier. We don't want to make it a lot of things complicated, but we simplify it just main milestone.
Yep. Sure.
Okay. For the main responsibility in here, Soknim will provide training for the back end inside the Cambodia, and the stabana will also provide a POS training, and for support, both of them will also support for after project close. It means that even the project is long, it's done, but for the support later on, two of them will respond and we have another team to work because we have another position to work for the support with the cashier or something like that.
Sure.
So
Yeah, right.
it is our structure. So if you don't have any question now, maybe you have question on timeline or document we have sent letter, you can ask us directly in the group.
Sure, not a problem.
So this is all sum up, and on behalf of our team, I would like to thank Gavin for coordinating many meetings today, and thank Inda and August that provide us information for us to limit our scope more clearly. Thank everybody for today's meeting.
Yes, and thank you and your team for organizing this and trying to bear with us because we are just starting, and so there's a lot of information that we might still not have or not clear, and thank you for being patient with us.
Okay, so I would like to say goodbye for you, and
all right.
Yes, maybe we have a meet later. So thank you for today.
Sure, not a problem. Thank you. We'll keep in touch. Just we'll keep in touch in chat. All right. So if you have if you are going to request for another meeting, just make sure you let me know in advance, and then give us the agenda as soon as you can, so we can have a look to make sure that we've got everything ready for the meeting.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Yes.
Not a problem. Thank you. Bye.